Hi, my name is Kent Johnson. I work for LA Sports Performance Care, and this is my model, LA Man. And we're going to demonstrate lateral lunges with hip circles today. And this is a great joint mobility drill for the hips for athletes who don't spend a lot of time moving side to side. And that's a number of sports, you know, from weightlifting to even running, because obviously running is a sport where you actually you move forward, and there's very little lateral translation. And what happens is the glute meats actually start to shut down because of the lack of this stimulus. And the other thing that actually happens is if the glutes and hamstrings are being inhibited for a number of reasons, hip flexors, quads, vision, or some sort of nerve entrapment, or whatever the case may be, or even immobile hips, then what happens is you start to use your adductor magnus as like almost a primary femur extensor, and that muscle really gets tight. So what Allie's going to do, she's going to actually stand in a neutral position. She's going to let her arms hang. And I'm going to go ahead and drift down to her feet. And her feet are going to start off with her feet underneath her hips. Now, I know we're going to actually move to the side, but we do everything from a neutral position, even if it's just starting. So now she's going to lunge to her right, leading with her heel, so her feet stay straight, okay? A common mistake is athletes turn their foot out when they actually do a lateral lunge, which is appropriate depending on what you're trying to do. For this drill, we want her feet straight. She's going to lunge and drop down into her flex her knees some more, and she's going to hold that. So now as she's going to give us a little small knee circle, we really want to go ahead and focus on the left hip. Okay, notice her upper body is actually quiet, it's not moving a whole lot. So most of the movements being initiated because she's actually obviously pivoting on that right knee. But if you look at the left hip, that's where it's getting the stimulus. The head of the femur is actually being mobilized in the acetabulum. She's going to give me 5 repetitions in each direction. And she's going to stay in that lunge. Now, for some of you a little less fit, you're going to have the desire to come out of it because your quad's going to start burning. Okay? All right? And after she does 5 repetitions, then she's going to go ahead and step to the other side so she can go ahead and lunge to her left. And notice she's going to start with her feet straight again, so she has a neutral stance, and then she leads with a heel again, and now she's going to lunge to her left, and she's going to do the same thing, 5 repetitions in each direction. Good. And excellent. Okay, so again, this is a great hip mobility drill. If you're curious about how effective this actually is, then what you can do is go ahead and actually just try a regular squat, body weight squat. Do a couple sets of this and come back. And I bet you most of you are going to find that your hips are actually looser because you did this.